It seems like nature has been or has become my thinking zone, and I'm just back on here with another interesting topic based on a conversation I've seen somewhere throughout the week. And just doubling back on the conversation I did share last week, it was a bit about employment, skills, experiences, money, cars, women and men, and so many other things. So again, shout out to you who contributed to that post. I deeply appreciate you are sharing. By the way, if you are meeting me for the first time, call me Peter. Passionate about football for peace. And if you see on there, we have Football for the Goals, an initiative by UN to bring together the football community to advocate for the sustainable development goals through football. And if you are in Mombasa this weekend, we are hosting Football for Peace versus Football for the Goals in Nyali Beach. So swing by, play with us, and let's learn a bit about the sustainable development goals and sport. But that's not the reason as to why I'm coming live. The reason as to why I'm coming live is because of a lot of people, purely young people, who have always reached out to me in terms of, hey, I don't have a job, I don't have skills, I don't have the money. I'm focusing here on young people. I don't have money, I don't have job, I don't have the experiences. But my question is, do you have the time as a young person? Obviously, yes, we do have the time, but how we spend that time is now what matters. So, imagining young people have the time, and we spend much of this time on things that do not serve us, if you see what I mean there. Wasting time with friends who do not add value to what we want to do. Spending this time going out on things we don't even care about, just like to be seen doing things, yet we are just, they call it chasing cloud. So, if you have the time, there are three things. Maybe you guys can dive into the Google and search the meaning of these particular things. And the meaning of these three things are: 1, volunteering; 2, apprenticeship; and 3, internship. And today I want to focus purely on volunteering and what it deeply means in African context and the Western context. Personally, I value volunteering because it has given me an opportunity to learn a lot of things, build a lot of networks. Colin, hi. I see you are joining us to share, or probably to listen in. Nice to see you there. But coming back to volunteering and what I have seen, let me start with the Kenyan context. But before I dive into the context, there is a story, just a little one. I'm part of a group, and this group formed a committee. And then this committee was to develop a document on some things. But up front, this committee knew very well that they were signing up for volunteer opportunity for this organization. And not sure whether the funds were to be released for the committee or so many other things. Then few days ago, I heard a report was released, and then a lot of things happened. And the funds to go towards this committee haven't been released. Then, as far as I know it, the committee resigned because the funds had not been released. So I went asking myself, was the committee formed on the spirit of volunteerism, or the committee was formed on the basis of we will make money? Now, back onto the volunteering. First, people really need to know why they are volunteering. One, volunteering is when you give your experience and expertise and expect nothing in return. Maybe, just maybe, you might get a token back, for example, transport, data allowances, because like now we are on a remote space where people work from home, if you see what I mean. But you go in knowing that this is purely volunteerism. Whatever comes with it, you will be able to deliver. But here, when the tokens doesn't come, then you resign. Then were you going for a job, or were you going for apprenticeship, or were you going to intern? So first, defining what you are signing up for and the reason as to why you are volunteering is really key, so that you differentiate volunteering and work. Okay? But here are my 3 points for people who want to volunteer. Daniel, I see you. Nice to see you join us today. But for people who really want to volunteer, first, volunteering is like job. Personally, I've volunteered or I've worked with so many organizations across the globe. Okay? And volunteering is equal job. If you sign up to volunteer, first, you have to do what you will say you will do. No playing games, because you are just a volunteer. You have to deliver on time. You have to keep your word. You have to communicate. And you have to do what needs doing. And if you can't do that, do not volunteer. Just do not volunteer. Go look for a job. Maybe volunteering is not for you. And why I say this, being in Kenya, I've seen people signing up to volunteer, wanting to do things and stuff. We deeply appreciate volunteers. And by the way, shout out to volunteers across the globe. You guys are a powerhouse to where the world really needs to be. You can imagine a world made up of 8 billion people without volunteers. You can imagine where we would be. But to you who deeply and genuinely volunteer their time, their skills, their resources to serve humanity, personally, I deeply appreciate you for what you do and for the change you do want to bring to this planet. But to you who sign up as volunteers with a different opinion of like, if I volunteer, I will make money, or I will get rich, or I will get this. As you do your volunteering well, you will get the connections, you will get the skills, you will get the opportunities, but let that not be the driving force as to why you are volunteering, all right? So if you choose to volunteer, take it like a real job and do not use it just for the sake of volunteering. Keep time, do what you say you will do, and keep your word. And going now back to young people who are like saying we don't have the experiences, we don't have the resources, well, use your time wisely, because if you get a volunteer opportunity, an internship opportunity, or apprenticeship opportunity, these are chances you can use to showcase your skills, your ability to deliver, your ability to connect, your ability to offer solutions on those things you deeply care about. But if you are just going there to mark time and waste other people's time, mine will be, do not volunteer. So a message as I bring this home, I just wanted to echo that out there for you who are like trying to look for volunteering opportunity, trying to gain more skills, trying to share and trying to do all sorts of things to make themselves probably job ready. So volunteering, internship and apprenticeships are good opportunities, but they all need the work. You got to put in the work. And just like you are volunteering doesn't mean that you produce a shoddy job. You got to deliver what needs delivering, because through that, people will see the value of what you offer, the things you do, and the change you do want to see. but never ever put money first. So my call to people out there looking to volunteer, probably in Africa, Kenya, and so many other parts of the world, volunteering is equal work, just like job, only that you are not paid, but it is an opportunity for you to showcase what you can do, what you can offer to the world before people can trust you to do these things that maybe you might be applying for. Going back to the previous post, or the previous comment on here, which I say young people don't have the money, they don't have the skills, they don't have all these things, but we do have the time. We do have the time. So go out there. Wendy, I see you. Hello. Go out there, show the world what you are capable of doing, and if you give your best, and I mean your best, not playing games, not joking around and buying time, not delivering things on time, not communicating, not doing what you are supposed to do, claiming to be volunteering, then there are good people out there who will see your capabilities and will reward you for that. So with that, I must say, volunteers again across the globe, personally I appreciate you, and as always, personally passionate about football and sports and the power it brings to unite humanity and to just connect people through fun and through many other things. So with that, I must say you enjoy the rest of the week, and obviously I will touch base with you again pretty soon when a topic swings by my head. So enjoy the view right there, and yeah, we'll catch up with you again very soon to talk about a few other things. So do spread the word, do share, and obviously connect if you can. Say goodbye.